Dear friends, today we will discuss about the important step in making concrete, that is compaction of concrete. Starting from storing of ingredients at site, batching, mixing, placing, the next important step is compaction of concrete. What is compaction of concrete? Compaction is the process which expels entrapped air from freshly placed concrete and packs the aggregate particles together so as to increase the density of concrete. It increases significantly the ultimate strength of concrete and enhances the bond between reinforcement. What is the necessity of compaction of concrete? You can see 1% air present in concrete reduces its strength by 6%. This sentence itself explains the necessity and importance of compaction of concrete. The concrete may be non-homogeneous and porous if the entrapped air is not removed. Compaction also ensures intimate contact between concrete and steel reinforcement so that there is perfect bond between concrete and steel, and in that case both the material will act as one unit. Compaction increases the density of concrete and thereby increases significantly the ultimate strength of concrete. Then what are the methods of compaction? Hand compaction and mechanical compaction are the two methods of compaction. In hand compaction, first is rodding, second ramming, and third is tamping. Rodding is very simple method. In this method, a rod approximately 2 meter length and 16 diameter is taken, and with this rod the concrete is compacted. The thickness of layer for rodding should not be greater than 200 otherwise the method will not be effective. This method is used to compact the concrete which is to be tested in cubes if the vibrating table is not available. Ramming. It is generally used for compaction on ground in plain concrete. It is not to be used for upper floors or RCC floors. Otherwise, with this small impact, the formwork and centering will get damaged and the reinforcement may get displaced. So, it is strictly used for plain concrete where reinforcement is not used and for say plinth filling or at ground level. Tamping. In this method, the top surface is beaten by wooden cross beam of cross section 100 by 100 It is mainly used for roof slab and road pavement. Then mechanical compaction. The process of compacting concrete with the help of machine is mechanical compaction. This method is useful for mixes having low water cement ratio where it is very difficult to compact the concrete by hand and where high strength is required. It is costly but more effective than hand compaction. Then these are the different vibrators. By using this vibrator, we can concrete at different places. They are mainly classified as internal vibrator and external vibrator. Internal vibrators are also called as immersion vibrator, needle vibrator, or poker vibrator. External vibrators are of four types: form vibrator, surface vibrator, table vibrator, and platform vibrator. In this photograph, you can see this is the needle vibrator. This is surface. These are surface vibrator, then form vibrator and table vibrator. Needle vibrator is internal vibrator. Remaining surface vibrator, form vibrator and table vibrator are the external vibrator. Now let us see what is internal vibrator, which is also known as needle vibrator, poker vibrator or immersion vibrator. It consists of a steel tube. This is the steel tube with one end closed and rounded, having an eccentric vibrating element inside it. This steel tube is called as poker. It is connected to an electric motor or diesel engine. Electric motor or diesel engine through a flexible tube. This is the flexible tube. They are available in size varying from 40 mm to 100 mm in diameter. The diameter of the poker is decided from the consideration of the spacing between the reinforcing bars in the formwork. These vibrators are generally used to compact RCC beam. External vibrator, in that we will see form vibrator. As the name suggests, these vibrators are attached to the formwork and vibrations are given. The vibrations are transferred to the concrete through the formwork. These vibrators are also known as shutter vibrator. So these vibrators are clamped rigidly to the formwork at the predetermined points so that the form and concrete are vibrated. They consume more power for a given compaction effect than internal vibrators. Remember, when we are using these vibrators, see that the formwork should be strong and sturdy so that it will not get damaged itself due to vibration. Then another type of external vibrator is surface vibrator. These vibrators can compact up to 450 mm from the face but have to be moved from one place to another as concrete progresses. These vibrators operate at a frequency of 3000 to 9000 rpm. The external vibrators are more often used for precasting of thin in situ sections of such shape and thickness as cannot be compacted by internal vibrators. See, you can see the thickness of the concrete layer. Here we cannot use internal or needle vibrator. Here the surface vibrator is used. Then another type of vibrator is table vibrator. It is a vibrating table consists of a rigidly built steel platform mounted on flexible springs and is driven by an electric motor. The normal frequency of vibration is 4000 rpm. The vibrating tables are very efficient in compacting stiff and harsh concrete mixes. It is used to compact test specimen in laboratories. This is the table vibrator and this is the platform vibrator. Platform vibrator is similar to table vibrator but it is of larger scale. The platform vibrator is used for manufacture of precast elements in factories. Now precautions to be taken while using vibrators. The concrete should be laid in layers of thickness 150 mm to 200 mm in order to avoid trapping of air in concrete. The internal vibrator may be inserted at spacing 450 mm to 600 mm or 10 times diameter of needle for a period ranging from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. The vibrator should be withdrawn when cement slurry just appears at the surface. The withdrawal of internal vibrator must be slow so that the hole left by poker is filled up as it is being withdrawn. Location of insertion of needle vibrator should be staggered to ensure that whole concrete is compacted. Do not touch formwork and reinforcement with vibrator. Never spread or move the concrete with poker. Use shovel for that purpose. Insert the internal vibrator exactly vertical as shown in this sketch. Never insert the needle vibrator in inclined position. This is incorrect position, whereas this is correct position. Now, what is the problem of over vibration of fresh concrete? Over vibration should normally be avoided during the compaction of concrete because mainly it will lead to segregation and bleeding. The cement slurry, which is lighter, will come on the surface, whereas the coarser aggregate, due to own weight and due to over vibration, they will settle down, causing segregation. And segregation is very harmful for the strength of concrete. The homogeneity of concrete will get totally disturbed. And if the concrete mix is designed with low workability, over vibration simply consumes extra power of the vibration, resulting in wastage of energy. For most of concrete mixes, over vibration creates the problem of segregation, as I told you, in which the denser aggregates settle to the bottom while the lighter cement paste tends to move upward. Now, the questions which are frequently asked in examination of concrete technology subject. First is, what is compaction of concrete? What is the necessity of compaction of concrete? What are the methods of compaction of concrete? What are the different types of vibrators and where each is used? What is the problem of over vibration of fresh concrete? And what are precautions will you take while vibrating concrete? So this completes our topic, compaction of concrete.